Everyone says they're building a personal brand, but here's the truth. Most people are doing it completely wrong. They're chasing followers instead of reputation. They're posting content, but not creating credibility. They're treating their personal branding like a marketing campaign instead of what it really is, a long game of trust. Today, I'm going to show you the real game of personal branding, the one that actually gets you noticed, respected, and paid. Now, the real reason personal brands fail is because people focus on attention instead of focusing on perception. Anyone can get attention, but perception, how people see you, that's what builds careers, gets people speaking gigs and business deals. So let's talk about the real levers that shift perception and build brands that people trust. So what's the number one mistake I see? People think the game is followers, likes, viral videos. But those are metrics of reach, not reputation. If people remember your face but can't remember your value, you're wasting your time. The goal isn't attention and fame. The goal is trust at scale. So let's talk about what actually builds personal brand power. I call them credibility signals. These are the things that say this person is the real deal. There's proof out there. Let me give you a few. You may have seen them. Someone who's speaking on a stage. Someone who's put out YouTube videos consistently week after week for a year. Someone who has a book, a podcast, a popular keynote talk. Someone who's been featured on industry stages and in magazines like Forbes and Fortune. People who have testimonials, awards, PR features. People who are partnering with other people in the industry that are credible. Each of these creates a proof point where the world gets to say, I see you. I recognize that you're trying to do something that might be worth listening to. Now, you can scroll right by someone with a lot of followers, but someone with credibility, that'll make you stop. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of visibility. I think you have to be visible to be seen. Visibility gets you seen, but credibility gets you chosen. So let me give you 3 easy ways to think about this, a framework. Think of it as 3 layers to this game. The first is visibility. People can't trust what they can't see. You need consistent content, appearances, exposure, little moments that show them who you are. That's step 1. But right after that, you need credibility. You have to back that up with social proof. When they look you up, what do they find? Show your results, show your media, show your impact. People believe what you can prove and what other people endorse. Now, the third layer of all of this, after you get the visibility and credibility, is influence. Once you have those things, doors start to open. You get speaking gigs, collaborations, people want to partner with you. You get clients who give you testimonials. That's when your brand starts working for you. The more people you've helped, the more people you've impacted, the more people you work with, starts to create the opportunity to grow your network, to grow your impact and influence across a larger spectrum. And that's what starts turning into more profit for your business, for your career, for your life. Visibility gets you seen, credibility gets you believed, and influence gets you paid. So how do you start playing the real game? Well, here's your 3-step playbook. Step 1, pick your arena. A podcast, a YouTube channel, LinkedIn posts or articles. Where can you show up consistently to share your ideas and express yourself? Step number 2, build one signature credibility asset. That could be a book, a keynote speech, a media feature, or even a podcast or YouTube channel that starts to develop a following. Something that says, I'm serious, I'm putting in the work, I'm sharing thought leadership, and I'm committed to building credibility in my industry. Now, step number 3, and this is the one that a lot of people miss, build brand associations. Find ways to partner with, to interview, or to collaborate with people in your industry who already have a level of credibility and influence. They already have the trust you want, and borrowing that trust is the fastest way to build credibility for it yourself. Now, this can look like partnering with someone on a project or collaborating on content, creating an interview. It's so easy to invite someone on to have a conversation for 30 minutes that you can share as content. It helps them because they get exposure via your platform. It helps you because you get now an association from working with that person. It's a lot easier than you think. You just have to give it a try. The real game in personal branding isn't to be popular. It's to be perceived as valuable. Every post, every appearance, every collaboration should create one singular impression. They should be thinking, this is a person I want to know. Because once they start seeing you that way, everything else, speaking gigs, promotions, business opportunities, they start to chase you. And if you're serious about building your personal brand, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to help. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'll keep sharing tips like this to help you out. And don't forget to drop a comment below. Answer the question, what's one credibility signal you think you can create next? That's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Brands on Brands.